Duplicate data throws off totals, reports, and decisions, but Excel gives you many ways to find it. I'll show you 3 quick ways to do it. You'll see how to use conditional formatting, COUNTIF, and remove duplicates without losing track of your original data. One method is fastest, one gives you more control, and one permanently removes repeated entries. So which one should you use? Let's take a look. So here's going to be our first example, and this is our range of data. There's some duplicates here. What I'm going to do is turn this into a table, and the table feature makes it really easier to do other things. I'll put a link to why the table feature is so cool later at the end of this video, but this is what we're going to do. Create a table. My table does have headers. The first row are headers. Click OK, and we've got our table. And the table name is table 4. Now, the first thing we're going to do here is these colors just make it a little bit harder to see what I'm going to show. So I'm going to go and clear the colors. This still keeps it as a table because you see this contextual menu show up there. If I click out of it, the table menu is gone, but I click back into it, table design is there. So with conditional formatting, we'll select the columns where we want to check where there's duplicates. That's going to be column A. Go to Home, go to Conditional Formatting, highlight cell rules that have duplicate values. And we're going to see that we've got quite a few here. Now, the interesting thing here is we expect employee IDs to be unique. And so we see our duplicates here, like row 5 is a duplicate of row 14. You may stop there, but what if you had duplicates in other unique fields? For example, emails usually should be unique too. So if I select row D, go to Conditional Formatting, highlight cell rules, duplicate values, and I'll just take the defaults here. Click OK. You'll notice, yeah, there's duplicates there too. And one thing that you notice is even though there's duplicates in column A where you expect unique values and D where you expect unique values, they may not line up correctly. For example, we looked at row 17, we'll notice that yes, this is a duplicate value of the employee ID number, but if I look at the corresponding duplicate here, the email address is not a duplicate, but the ID is a duplicate. So these are things that you have to be aware of and you kind of know your data. But conditional formatting is an excellent way to figure out where you have duplicates in your values. Let's go to our next one. So here I have my second example. Turn this into a table. You can actually press Control T and this can turn it to a table. That's a shortcut instead of going under Insert. Create table. My table does have headers. Click OK. And the nice thing about using tables when you use a formula is it kind of expands the table for you. So let's see what happens. So here I'm going to use a formula called COUNTIF. So I'm going to count if this particular cell range has this value. So open parentheses, I'll select A2 to A31. And you notice the neat thing about this one is it didn't select A2 to A31. It selected something called employee ID, which is the header information here. And that's kind of the neat thing about tables. It gives you that name. Now, if you didn't like that, you can always just put A2 to A31. I'll delete this. I'll put, open parentheses, A2 to A31. Let's give that an absolute cell reference because I just want to look at A2 to A31. I don't want it to like move to other cells, comma, what's my criteria? Well, I'm gonna, out of all that range of cells, I want to count A2. That's going to be the first one. Now, as it moves down, as the formula moves down here to E3, E4, it's going to go from A2 to A3 to A4. Press return, and you can also see that it's expanded this table. Let's call it column 1 now. I'll just call this count now. And that's the neat thing about tables is it gives you these little features here. So if I want to see which ones are duplicates out of the employee ID, all I need to do is just go number filters, that's greater than 1. Anything that's greater than 1, these are all the duplicates. So that's another way to do it. And that's with formulas. Now, if we want a third way to do it, what we can do, and we didn't care about the data, we just wanted to remove our duplicates. I'll do Control T again. This is a table. Click OK. I can select anything, any cell here. Go to Remove Duplicates. And it's going to ask me what I want to remove duplicate values. So my table does have headers. And we're going to look at the column that has duplicate. Let's say we just want to keep with employee ID. I'm going to unselect all and click on employee ID. Click OK. 6 duplicate values, and it removed it. So anything that had a duplicate, it's going to remove it. Now it's going to remove any instance after the first one. So remember before 104 was a duplicate. Now remember 1015 was a duplicate, but the email ID was not. So it's going to keep the first instance of it. You can see this North Star code. If I go back here, we can see northstarcode.com is there. But if we looked at this row 28, northstarcode.co is not there in here. So that's gone. So you got to be careful with the remove duplicates because that's going to remove any instance after the first one. And maybe that's not the one that you want to remove. So you have to know your data. So in any of these instances, of course, you always need to know your data. But these are the 3 ways that you can find duplicates. One where visually it helps you identify your dupes. And the second one is one where you use a formula to do that. And the third one is you don't really care, just delete them all. So which one would you choose? Leave your feedback in the comments. If you stay throughout all 3 methods, you're building the Excel skills that make your office work faster and more accurate. So hit that subscribe button for more Excel lessons made for beginners.